Namaste, my friends and innovators, and welcome to the new SUPERScope Weekly Report. My name is Christopher Witecki. I am a modern mystic, and I'm also a soul biographer. I'm here to help you put the pieces of your story together and help you step into your power, step into your life, step into your heart, step into your potential, and make this place a party on earth, because that's what I always wanted. A big fun party where I run into anyone on the street and just love them to death. That's what we hope for, and that's what the age of Aquarius is. So this is for Aquariuses and Aquarius risings. And in the step astrology, you are step 4. And you might go, 4? Wow, 4 is kind of boring. 4 is like solid and stable, and like that's exactly it. Aquariuses rock the boat, but their intention is to get to 4, stability. Step 4 is where we innovate, where we belong. There are 12 steps to personal prosperity, and step 4 is the I belong. If you want to be prosperous, you must know where you belong on earth. And that's where Aquariuses always understand. Rosa Parks knew she did not belong giving up her seat. A lot of times it's where you don't belong. You don't belong being treated this way. You don't belong being discriminated against. Oprah Winfrey is one hell of an Aquarian. Ellen DeGeneres has says that, ABC, you don't belong discriminating against gay people on television. So a lot of times Aquariuses are telling us where we don't belong and where we can put it. But a lot of times they're also telling us where we do belong. A lot of Aquarius friends of mine have been the ones that have told me that they thought I was remarkable, and that they thought that I had the potential. And there was something about the Aquarius that told me that made me believe it more than the other person. So Aquariuses have profound effect on the world. You are one of the 12 steps to prosperity. And saying that, where is yours? Well, you are working on a very difficult step for you, but one that is so important to your power. The step 4s are working on step 7. Step 7 is I sense, the ability to sense things. This is your intuition, this is your faith, and this is your metaphysics. So, Aquas are full of a lot of theory, but do they ever put themselves or their life on or depend on it? And this week, you're going to be asked on whether or not you believe in metaphysics and miracles and alchemy. In other words, do you believe that it will be different for you than someone else? Because that's what it comes down to a lot for Aquariuses. You just can't believe that God would answer your prayers and not everyone else's. And if it's not super democratic, well, then it shouldn't happen at all. And therefore, you talk yourself out of your own power. But you know what? The truth is that the ones who ask get stuff from God, universe, and the ones who don't. And that's really what separates who gets things and who doesn't. You basically decide you believe, and therefore it is. So it's really when you're up to it, when you want to do it. You are the most segregated, sign out there. So when you cross your arms and say absolutely not, we know we have to wait. But the problem is until you decide you have faith in yourself, then we won't either. That's how it works. Because everything in life is a reflection of what you believe. So if you have doubts, we have doubts. And even if you think you're hiding your doubts, you're not. We're all from the same reality. And so it comes down to you believe your own bullshit or not. And you know what? The difference between the danger in that is only if you haven't done the research and the work. If you have done the research and work, everyone should believe in themselves. So really, if you have that much doubt, have you done the work? Have you taken the actions to get there? These are all part of the questions I've got from my Aquariuses. All right, so metaphysics, we talked about that. Let's move in the week. Moving into the week, I'll get rid of the Z-plane. There we go, Z-plane off. So shifting to the beginning of the week, the moon is in Gemini, and so emotions in the beginning of the week are in childlike form. You're excited, and your inner child wants to play, and you're excited about the possibilities. 22, step 22 is a step 4 day. 2 plus 2 is 4. So your day is Monday. Step 22 is a quantum shift, a quantum 4 day. The moon will be in the house of inner child. So the Aquarius and Aquarius risings on Monday and Tuesday, in that 24-hour period, that's where your heart is slipping, shifting, moving into strength. On Tuesday, you definitely expand with those ideas and expand with that potential. Then on Wednesday, you want to respond as if you always knew your dreams would come true. But the moon goes full and life becomes intense. And you're going to want to disconnect from your heart because you're not going to like all these intense emotions. But you cannot disconnect from your heart in the full moon. This is a test of your own soul emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. The test is, can you keep the faith? Can you decide to have faith no matter what you feel? Can you? Are you capable? Can you ride the storm? If you are Noah on Noah's Ark, and you have to ride the storm of the flood, will you stay on or you want to give up? I mean, everyone has to decide at some point. And the higher you are, the less it has to be of drama. The more a person is a spiritual master on earth, the less drama the decision is. Therefore, the consequences aren't that big, but they seem like huge. And so the more evolved the person is, the less they end up acting, I find. The less they end up wanting to bet on themselves. It's like, of all the people on earth, you've got people starving to death who are trying their whole true grit every day. And then you have Aquariuses who can change the world, who are worried about getting wet or something simple like that. And yeah, I'm a little annoyed. I've got Aquarius in my 7th, so I'm talking to myself here. But at the end of the day, the full moon challenges your reality, and you have to decide, do I have faith or not? Then by Friday, you got to make a decision. Friday. So on Friday, you got to decide. You got to decide, do you have faith or not? Now, the moon's in Leo, so the Aquas and Aqua Risings, the step 4s, will be probably pulled into a relationship because, honest to God truth, Aquariuses are so separatist, but you are your best in a relationship. Sorry, it's true. And so the moon's going to pull you into that love on Friday, and you're going to want to make some decisions on really where you are. Put your money where your mouth is. Are you or are you not having faith in yourself or not? So on Saturday, you must act on that faith. So you might go get married, go elope in Vegas, something like that. So you're going to discover what you really have faith in. You're going to decide what you have faith in. You're going to commit what you have faith in, and you're going to go for that this week. That's my quick analysis of the week. Now let's look at the PLUR quotient, the PLUR potential. And to me, PLUR is our potential for prosperity. We can hit prosperity through PLUR. PLUR is peace, love, unity, and respect applied to ourselves and others. Let's start with the peace. When it comes to the peace, I don't think the Aquas are feeling the peace. I think it's going to be partly cloudy with a chance of anxiety for most of the week when it comes to inner peace for the step 4s and step 4 risings. That's because your inner verse is all rattled about whether or not you have faith or not. And when that moon goes full in Cancer, you for sure will have some inner anxiety. No question about it. The Aquas will want to kind of run for the Pepto-Bismol. Now that said, the outer verse, you'll be playing your typical poker nothing's wrong face, I'm sure. And we'll all be going, bullshit, Aquarius. We know you're freaking out inside. You've been in the bathroom for about 2 hours now. But the truth is this is how you tend to play it. So I think you'll be playing like everything's chill. Now, truthfully, I think the inner love department, Aquas and step 4s are feeling the love. I think you know you are the shift. I think you know this deep down inside, so if you really dig into your heart, especially when the moon's in Gemini early on in the week, you're going to know that you are the shift. So why are you worried about stuff? This way, also in the outer verse, I think with people you trust, you'll be unusually enthusiastic about being the shift, and Aquariuses can be that way. They go from total, like, the sky is falling to, oh my God, I'm the next apostle. You know, like, all right. So I think that has the love. With the unity, I think Aquariuses are A1, feeling total unity. That's the problem. You're unwilling to trust. You're unwilling to unlock the unity. You're unwilling to step into the unknown. Saturn in Scorpio also means this accounts for in the universe or in society, or who you're afraid of public opinion and public stuff. But I think your inner verse is very over unionized. If anything, needs to be disenfranchised a little bit. In the outer verse, I think that unity is just the same. It's reflecting as it is in the out. With the inner respect, I think Aquariuses are holding a lot of inner respect to themselves. And I think that, I think you oversign, like, how do I put this? You are geniuses in some respects, but that a real genius will accept that they're retarded too. So this is where in the outer verse you can get this opinion, an arrogant kind of across. Sometimes people see Aquariuses as arrogant, especially right now, and it's because you are leaning into your respect for yourself, for your genius, but you are not accepting where you are dumb or where you need work. And that's because you want everyone to think you're strong and respect you. So this can come across as an outer verse arrogance at times, especially now when you're struggling for faith in yourself. So particularly during the full moon, a lot of people may see you as arrogant when you're really fighting for strength. You see, that's why we're looking at these inner verse, outer verses kind of thing. They don't always come across as what we want. Now, a couple of things you should know. One is that as of March 1st, I will not be doing personal readings for the public anymore. This is due to a business opportunity and change coming in my life. So if you want a reading with me, now's the last chance, $99 for an hour, and I'll give you a free half-hour follow-up this year. I'm not sure when this offer is good. I'm going to see my schedule fill up and then close it off. And I will be back at some point, but there's only so much time in your day. That's your real economy. I've never charged a lot for these readings, really, for the time it takes. So if your heart wants it, step up and be counted. Now, secondly, I have a new service, and this is where my time is going, where I'll be doing micro readings in the GA Venus network, and this is a network for women. It's basically a consumer protection agency and female empowerment agency for women Think of it like Charlie's Angels, only Charlie doesn't send the girls in danger, he protects them. But at the end of the day, it's kind of my imagination, it's my creation, and I'll give you a free week trial starting next week. So if you want to sign up for that, please do. And lastly, my Aquariuses, please know that because Soul Garden is being transformed into a theme park for women, Soul Mart is our new center for all of our TV. So my horoscopes, Dear Zen, Astro 101, Carolyn Mayberry, Master One Feather, all the friends of Soul Garden have now migrated to soulmart.me, where you can purchase time, buy products, and watch all of our TV for free. So come step 4 down there and show us your aqua innovation. All right, well, that's all I have for this 7 days, in which case I'll be back to talk about just 4 points with you. Until next week, remember I love you. Live, love, and let be, my aqua friend.